Hey guys, Gary with Olson Classic Yachts here. I want to go over a couple things with you as far as furling the head sail. We've had a couple instances where the head sail has gotten damaged on the leech end of it, and I just wanted to go over a couple things and show you a proper way of taking the head sail down as far as where to position the boat into the wind. So if you have your boat, you're out sailing, and let's say we've got 10 knots of wind, and we're moving forward at 5 knots. Your apparent wind is then going to be 15 knots. Once you get to about 15 knots, if your sail is out here, and here's your main, here's your jib, at the end of this sail what happens is it starts flagging, and that's where it starts whipping back and forth on the end, and that's what damages the end of the sail. It pops the stitching loose, and it's going to cause some of the stitching to pull apart, and it can actually tear the sail up pretty bad. So what we want to do, typically when I'm furling a head sail, once I get to winds above 8 knots or so, I actually want to change the direction of the wind into my sails. So what I'm going to do is, rather than pointing, I'm going to come from behind, and I'm going to go on a run. Actually, typically what I want to do is I want to be off the wind just a little bit. So the wind is coming into my sails. I've got my main here, and I've got my jib. What's going to happen now is the main is actually going to block the pressure from the jib. So the wind is coming into the main, and it's stopping it, and there's a lot less pressure on that outside. So if the wind is coming from here at 10, and we're moving forward at 5, really our combined wind, our apparent wind, is going to be only about 5 knots. Now that's much better than having the 15, and it's going to keep this thing from flagging. So once you get there, and you got to make sure that you don't come around and jibe, but let this head sail go out a little bit further, and again it's getting blocking from the main, and then you can furl it in from there. That's going to keep it from flagging. It's going to allow you to really furl it in nicely, nice and easy. Once the jib is in and you've locked it in, then you can come around, you can head up to take down the main, and it makes things a lot easier. So whenever you're taking down the jib and anything higher than 8 to 10 knots of wind, what you really want to do is turn, go on a run or a reach, and go ahead and take the sail in from that angle, and it's just going to keep you from damaging that head sail. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, give me a phone call, and I can answer those for you. Thanks, guys.